The video game adaptation curse.
This is a screenshot from the live-action Halo TV show. Real Halo fans understand what's wrong with this photo, but to anyone who doesn't understand what's wrong, they basically showed the face of a dude whose main trait is that he never shows his face. Not just any dude either. This is the main character. And that's not even like the finale or anything. He does this in the first episode.
Yup.
But that's just one show, right? Maybe that's just a bad example. Wrong! This is an actual shot from the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie. This isn't even Photoshop, it just looks like that. And I know I'm missing a lot of good examples. Go ahead and comment below some bad adaptations. It seems like every time they announce a new movie or TV show based on a video game, you already know what to expect. Trash quality and a weak story. The past few years I've had a decent share of game adaptations and 99% of them were egregious. So why are all these adaptations so bad? Or why do studios keep making them?
The Last of Us is really good.
Today I'll be going over why video game adaptations always fail. For more content like this, go ahead, like and subscribe.
Why is he speaking like this the whole time?
Or else I'll take it very personal and cry.
Yeah.
Something a lot of people don't realize is that video game stories aren't that well written in the first place.
Never.
I mean, you really gotta have an imagination
and I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan
to even like playing any game in general. Just look at Assassin's Creed. You're in present time using a device that lets you access your ancestors' memories and basically roleplay as an assassin. I played the game and I still have questions. So imagine trying to take that idea and explain that in a TV show or movie without it sounding or looking stupid. You get something like this. And a lot of the story in games nowadays, you're either finding someone, doing a favor for someone to help you, or you're trying to kill someone. That's basically all the mission types, legit. In The Witcher 3, you spend a cool 50 hours asking people for information on where to find a girl. These types of missions take up like 70% of games. It's gonna be pretty hard to write around that.
to play it.
But the biggest problem with adaptations is that they take a game with a great world and setting but weak character cast. In Halo, you really only care about Master Chief and Cortana. Everybody else can go die in a hole and most people wouldn't care. But let's be real, when people play the Halo campaign, they're not exactly keeping up with what's going on. They just pay attention to like the war and explosions. But if you take a game like God of War with a complex protagonist and great side characters, it's way easier to get the audience attached and keep people entertained. With Amazon making a God of War TV series soon, we'll see how that goes.
Oh man.
Boy. A lot of what makes games special is that you immerse yourself and interact with the enemies and the world. But in adaptations, they take that away from you and instead you have to appreciate the story and characters more, which studios aren't that good at doing. I think I do a better job. One of the biggest reasons why game adaptations are hated is that they don't follow the source material.
Exactly.
Look at
it is so freaking easy. Just follow the same formula. Just research a bit before you even start recruiting actors, developers, directors, producers, whatever. Like, you really have to go play the game, read the book, do whatever necessary it is to do the research. Make a whole map, like map it out, see, take sources here, sources there. That's what the gamers are going to appreciate. And your audience is the gamers that played the game. So it's easy to please us.
Look at it. I love Tom Holland. He's a great actor. I fully respect him. But they should have got someone else to play Nathan Drake.
Exactly.
I just can't take him serious. He has like zero edge to him.
No, he's too young. He has edge. He has everything. He's an amazing actor. It's just he's too young and too inexperienced. I feel like he's still in his teen years. Even though he's a bit older than, he's not a teenager, it feels like he's totally inexperienced.
Every time I hear the name Tom Holland, this is what pops up in my head. Take a look at the Netflix Witcher show. Henry Cavill, the actor who plays the main character in The Witcher, the protagonist, like, if it wasn't for him, this show would not exist. He quit the show because of how they didn't stay faithful to the source material. Without spoiling too much, they basically changed some stuff about the main character and made another main character basically a side character. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is considered one of the best games of all time. Now, I don't agree with that, but you think with all the hype behind the
haven't
title,
played
they
it, so
put
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of effort into making sure they don't disappoint the fans. What happened with the Mario movie when the iconic Italian voice was turned into a trashy Brooklyn accent?
Hey, the movie is still gonna be good.
Everybody was ripping on Chris Pratt and the movie for not making one of the most recognizable parts of Mario a part of the film. It makes no sense. They're even making a Bioshock
have
movie
done it.
backed by Netflix. And Bioshock is one of those games with a mad creative story. But I do
Oh,
hope they
Bioshock is really hard to. It's really hard to recreate in a movie. In reality, Bioshock, that type of games like Bioshock, Atomic Heart, these type of games require a lot to be recreated in a movie and not look cheap or too much fantasy. I don't know how to explain it, but everything about Bioshock is a new world, and it's a world that doesn't exist today. So they have to rebuild everything from scratch to make it look authentic. And the moment they don't do that, and they use a lot of CGI and like effects, it's gonna not look good.
change the names of the big daddies. I feel mad strange saying
Already,
that. I wish I could cut that out, but you have to understand what I'm saying. You feel me?
no, Big Daddy needs to
Adaptations
be
not
Big
staying
Daddy.
faithful to the source is frustrating to an audience.
Should not change
Because
stuff.
when you change things that people like, it means you think it wasn't good enough to keep. That
Yep.
insults the creators
Insults
and the
us.
fans.
Yep.
Most importantly, though,
Like, it's like shitting on something you like. Oh yeah, it's good like that, but hear me out. What if we make it like this? It's like you think your version is better than my version. That's how it feels like. I
the
hate it.
internet. You don't want the forces of the internet against you. You'll lose every time. They're like agents of the Matrix, bro. They know everything about you. All the information that you thought was private and confidential, they'll somehow come to light. Do not mess with the internet, bro.
Yep.
The internet. Video games are
Limitations.
known for being unrealistic.
Yeah, that's exactly with Bioshock. It's full of limitation for a reality show.
Usually you play as a very strong character or have powers or you're in a strange and different world. It's unrealistic and even harder to put in a live action adaptation. The reason why I haven't talked about animated adaptations like Cyberpunk Edgerunners or Castlevania is because it's really the same thing. Games are basically animations that you interact with. So it's easier to animate a big red bird
One of
or
the best
a hedgehog, but
animations.
making an orc blend in with humans on the screen is way harder.
True.
Animated shows do a way better job because they have
Easier,
way
yeah.
more creative freedom when it comes to visuals.
Mm.
Cyberpunk Edgerunners can do this, but imagine that in a live action TV show. It just wouldn't work. It all comes down to studios making bad decisions on what games to adapt. Some games just don't look good in live action.
Exactly, and Bioshock is one of those movies. It cannot be a movie. I personally don't think they can pull that one. The Witcher, for example, worked because it has a lot of Earth element. The Witcher looks like a human, you know, with some traits, but that's exactly the thing. Like you have to find a thing that it still exists in reality, and it's so easily.
There's a reason I
catchable.
didn't title this video Why All Video Game Adaptations Fail.
See, I don't know why Assassin's Creed fails. This is such an easy thing to do. There is no reason for it. Like, even the games are realistic. Like, in a video game, like, you have parkour, of course. You have some action sequences, but nothing that is unreal. You know?
It's because there are some good adaptations. HBO's The Last of Us is a great example of a well-chosen and well-written adaptation.
Yes.
Since the game is already story and character-based, it's easier to adapt.
True.
And since the enemies are mostly people and fungus-infected humans,
Yeah, zombies movies have been out for so long, and people have learned how to do them the right way. And that's why when you do a zombie adaptation or something similar to zombies, it's easier for them because they already know how to do it correctly. And The Last of Us is all about the characters and the story. So the action was almost minimal. You had a lot of stealth in it as well.
that's not a lot of crazy CGI going on to make it look
Exactly.
weird. It's just a decent written show with great characters and plot progression. Hopefully the next upcoming adaptations learn from the mistakes made and can make something that's actually decent.
Yep.
Gears of War is getting a Netflix movie and TV show. Ghost of Tsushima is getting a movie by PlayStation Productions.
Possible.
And this is a good one, man.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is so possible because you still nowadays have the cultural like the tradition and culture still lives today, so people can learn a lot to recreate that. You know, only if they, of course, use Asian directors, producers, people who work on the set. Don't make it a Western thing, and replicate it. It's not gonna work.
Minecraft.
What do you mean Minecraft movie? Like, how are you gonna make a Minecraft movie? It's like you're watching a movie with real textures, and everything is like only animated is possible. Minecraft movie would be Amazon boxes walking around with different colors. What the hell are you talking
I wish this was a joke, bro. It's getting a live action movie with Aquaman. Jason Momoa, bro. I have hope. Not a lot of hope at all, but I have hope.
Zero hope for
If you
Minecraft.
like the video,
You
go ahead
crazy?
and abuse that like button. Subscribe if you like my voice. For now, it's Pierre, and I'm out this hoe. Yeah.
What was that at the end? What was that at the That was weird outro. Alright, I actually agree with this guy. I'm gonna like the video. Even though it doesn't have a lot of views, I actually agree with this guy. Like everything he said, although his voice is a bit, you know, he could be a bit more excited about things. But I totally agree. He definitely made some points here and there. Bioshock is gonna be really hard to recreate. Minecraft is gonna be impossible to recreate. But yeah, everything I said, I stand by it. Let me know what you think.